Suppose if I want to display some message, welcome to ByteAdmin. Now if I execute the program, it displayed welcome to ByteAdmin. Let us understand how this program is executed. So when Python interpreter executes our program, first it will ignore these commented lines. Then it will execute this line, which is print, and we are passing some message to it, welcome to. Then it will display this message welcome to in our screen. Notice now the cursor position is here. By default, when we do not specify any end value, it will be a new line. New line will move the cursor to the next line. Now the cursor is here, it will come to the next line. Now Python interpreter will execute this line, which is byte. So it will display, now the cursor position was here, from here onwards byte will be displayed. Now the cursor position is here. Again, in this print statement, by default the end will be a new line, so it will display a new line. Now the cursor will come here. Now the third print statement will be executed, which will display admin. So from wherever the cursor is, it will display the message. Cursor was here, so from here onwards admin will be displayed. Now at the end, print function will again display a new line, which will move the cursor to the next line. And that is how we are getting this output. So by default, if we do not specify, at the end Python will print a new line. So what we can do is, we can specify what we want to display at the end of a print statement. Now here I have added space. So I have passed a argument end is space. Now if we run the program, you can see it is displaying welcome to ByteAdmin. Again, this print statement will be executed. It will display welcome to. At the end, a new line will be displayed, which will move the cursor to the next line. Now the cursor is here. Second print statement will be executed, which will display byte. Byte is displayed, and at the end it will display space. Now the cursor is here. Now third print statement will be executed, which will display admin. So we will get this message, and again at the end of print statement it will display a new line, which will move the cursor to the next line. Now the cursor is here, and that's why we are getting this output. Now this message process finished, it is displayed by PyCharm. We can ignore this. So with using end argument, we can specify what we want to be displayed at the end of a print statement. Now I have passed hyphen here. If we run, you will notice hyphen is displayed at the end of second print statement. Now if we pass an empty string, at the end nothing will be displayed. See, and we are getting this output, welcome to ByteAdmin. Next, what I will do is, suppose I want to display some numbers. So print 1 2 3 4 and another print statement 5 6 and 7. Now let's execute the program. You can see the numbers are displayed. See, by default they are separated. Multiple values are separated using a space, and at the end there is a new line. So if we want to separate multiple values using a comma, we can specify separate argument. Here I have mentioned that I want to separate multiple values using comma and a space. If we run, you can see multiple values are separated using comma and space. I can also specify what I want to be displayed at the end of a print statement. So at the end, suppose I am passing an empty string. If we run, see, now at the end nothing is displayed. What I will do is, at the end I want to display this comma and space. Now if we run, we are getting this output. So in the first print statement, multiple values are separated using comma and space, and at the end it is displaying again comma and space. Now similarly for the second print statement, I can mention that separate multiple values using this string comma and space. Now if we run, we will get this output. So we can use both separate and end argument to specify how we want multiple values to be separated and what we want to be displayed at the end of print function. You can specify any string. If we run, you can see we are getting this output because in the first print statement multiple values are separated using a new line. If I write just blank print statement, now notice we have 4, 5, 6. If we execute our program, we will have 5, 6, 7. So what is happening is after this 4, it is displaying a new line. So if we do not specify any value in print statement, it will display by default a new line. This is because by default the print statement at the end, it will display a new line. So if I add one more print statement and run our program, you can see now we have 2 new lines here. So if you write simply print statement, it will display new line. In this session, we learned about print function. We learned that print is a built-in function. We use print function in order to display a message in our output screen. Then we also looked at the syntax of print function. I hope you found this session useful. Thank you.